Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon show presented by the PickDawgz betting tools. How the hell are we doing today? How the hell are we doing today? Happy Wednesday, man. It is a good Wednesday. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good today. Let's see, man. Yesterday I had Bama laid the points. That was nice. Had in Purdue as well. That wasn't too pretty, but hey, man, good day on 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. You gotta find the flowers in the weeds. And yesterday we had some weeds, but we also had some flowers. What is going on, Alex? How we doing? How the hell are we doing today, man? Glad to see you back in here. What's the plays, Alex? What you feeling today, bro? What you feeling today? I know you got some plays. As always, guys, if you're in here, you guys make the show better when you're popping in the comments. So you guys could ask me any questions. We're gonna have a damn good show today. What's going on, Derek? How we doing, brother? What's going on? Let's see what's going on. Today I did my videos. I ate a little bit of yogurt and some blueberries. It's 11 a.m. my time out in Denver, so I'm gonna do this show and then I'm gonna eat some lunch. I don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch, but I gotta get something good. Michigan let me down. Yeah, I was on Nebraska. I was on an island, bro. I was on an island there. Nebraska, they just figure out ways to stay in games. They figure out ways to win games and stay in games. They damn near won that game. They damn near won that game. I mean, they played better than Michigan pretty much the whole game until the last 5 minutes. So, hey, shout out to Huskers, man. I'm telling you, the books just haven't been respecting them. The books have not been respecting them. They've been getting some crazy numbers with how well they've been playing. What's my favorite dish? I like sushi. So I'm between Asian food or Italian food. Those are my two favorite types of foods. Like I love a penny alla vodka with some sausage. And then I like sushi. I would say those are my two. I like some wings too. I love wings. I said on my last show on Monday, remember I was like, I got 18 wings. I was trying to eat healthier this week. I love me some wings, bro. Wizards plus 240? Yes, hell yeah, man. That's what's up. Yeah, I was on the Wizards yesterday. I took them plus the points. Jay said on the morning show, he was like, if you're going to take the Wizards, screw the points, just take them on the money line. That's what they do. Either they get blown out or they win. And what happened? That was a pretty surgical call from Mr. Jay Briggs there. Yeah, shout out the Wizards, man. It was a terrible spot for Portland. I mean, Portland had to play the Celtics the night before. Then they got that weird game against the Wizards. And then they got New York on deck. Just a horrendous spot for the Portland Trailblazers. Kraken and Kings cash for me in the NHL. Hell yeah, man. Nice. I faded the Kings. Yeah, I faded the Kings. I took who the hell did the Kings play yesterday? Oh no. Yeah, I did fade the Kings. Who did they play? Oh yeah, they played the Wings, right? Red Wings? Yeah. Yeah, I faded the Kings. Good win there. I went 1-1 on my hockey. I had the Sharks. Shout out the Sharks, man. I love me the Sharks. Sharks are a fantastic team. Because we're still getting good prices with them because they're the shitty Sharks still, but they're actually winning games. Only 3 NHL games today. On 7 free picks in 5 minutes, I gave out the Blue Jackets and I gave out the Islanders. I mean, they're both like minus 130, so not the best prices on those, but it's kind of how I'm feeling. Betting tools like them, so I roll with them. But man, let's start to get into some picks. Let's pull up the site and let's dig in, man. We got this nice little Wednesday slate. I think we have some early college basketball, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Have any of these college basketball games started? Okay, so we got 12 p.m. Mississippi Valley State versus Southern, and then we got Pine Bluff Grambling State. Pine Bluff Grambling State doesn't even have odds out, it looks like. What's going on, Justin? How we doing today, brother? Happy that you were able to pop in today. Should we bet this Mississippi Valley State Southern game? Should we? Are we fading Mississippi Valley State? Should we take them? Should we take the Delta Devils? Let's see. How many games have the Delta Devils covered this season? See, like that's what I'm saying. The Delta Devils 9-10 ATS, like they still cover spreads. Believe it or not, 7-6 ATS. Pine Bluff was canceled. Damn. Okay, that makes sense. The Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils 7-6 ATS on the road. Southern 1-2 ATS at home. I don't know why, but I'm feeling Mississippi Valley State in this spot. Maybe I'm just absolutely crazy. I don't know. I'm not going to touch that thing. What are we doing? We got to lock in, guys. What are we doing talking about Mississippi Valley State? We got to lock the hell in. Let's talk about some NBA. Let's talk about some National Basketball Association. I wanted to bet that game to get some, a responsible half unit. There you go. Did you actually bet that game? What did you take, Alex? Did you take the Delta Devils? I assume there's not many people in here who took the Delta Devils. For some reason, I'm feeling something in my spine that it's a Delta Devil spot. Murray State is in a buy low spot against the Redbirds. They roll. Murray State. Let's check out that game. I'll peep that game. Is Murray State sharp today? Let's see. Where's the Murray State game? Damn, that shit's way down here. Oh, there you go. Against Illinois State. Interesting. Yeah, Murray State coming off back-to-back losses. Not mad at it. Still favored by 3.5. That Illinois State team is pretty nice though. I bet Southern. Yeah, I figured not a lot of people. Oh, Alex got Mississippi Valley State. We got a little bit of a war here between Alex and Justin. Southern lane 20.5, Mississippi State plus 20.5. Who's going to come out on top? Shit, man. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning the Mississippi Valley State way. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to bet that one, guys. I don't know if I can do it. Brad, you fading the boys today? Who am I fading? Let me know. Is it the Magic? Because you know damn well I'm fading the Magic. I'm curious to see who the boys are. I'm fading a lot of teams today. Southern first half, lane 11.5 points. Mississippi Valley State hasn't played in 9 days. Southern off a loss Saturday. Interesting. Man, why hasn't Mississippi Valley State played in 9 days? They're just not scheduling our boys, the Delta Devils. When's the last time Mississippi Valley State played? On January 19th. Interesting. I actually like that play a little bit. If you're going to take Southern, I actually like that first half play. Kind of talking to me, honestly. Boston. Hell yeah, Magic. Yeah, I'm fading the Magic, bro. I'm fading their ass. I mean, it could be a good spot for the Magic. It's kind of a buy low spot. The Magic I've looked at like absolute shit, but let's check out the injury report for that game because I know Tyler Hero I think is out. I know Norman Powell was on the injury report. If Norman Powell plays, I think it's got to be the Heat. See, Norman Powell is questionable. So is Davion Mitchell. Those are two big guys. And Kalel Ware is a big piece too. If these three guys play, I think the Heat are a great look. I like the Heat better with Tyler Hero. You guys know how I feel about Tyler Hero. So, I mean, this is like an ideal Heat game for me. No Tyler Hero, back at home after a long road trip. Team's been so damn good in Miami this season. 15-7 straight up in Miami. Orlando hasn't been good on the road. I like the Miami Heat today. If Norman Powell plays. Dude, fuck Purdue, bro. Fuck Purdue. They're not good. I watched that Indiana game. I don't know if they just have bad luck because they played Illinois on Saturday and that one dude put up 45 points on Illinois or on Purdue, but he played for Illinois. There we go. He couldn't miss from 3. But Indiana yesterday, they couldn't miss from 3 either. I mean, they were hitting all their shots. It was very frustrating to watch, and Purdue just couldn't keep up. So I don't know. I guess it's just Purdue's just dog shit on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, I watched that game. I mean, it never had a pulse, man. I mean, watching that game, you're just like, yeah, this is cut. I mean, Indiana just couldn't stop scoring. Brutal. Magic so ass, bro. The pieces don't feel like we thought. Unfortunately, I think I have to agree. I don't know, man. I mean, once Franz Wagner gets back, it's been a junky season for the Magic, bro. Like one of their guys is always out. It's been either Jalen Suggs or Franz Wagner as of late. I mean, I want to see all those guys on the court together. D. Bain, Franz, Jalen, Paulo, Wendell. I feel like that 5 could be good. We just really haven't seen them play together in a long enough stretch to really see what they're made of. So I think the verdict's still a little bit out on the Magic, but am I high on this team? No. Anthony Black has stepped up in a big way. Shout out Anthony Black. I think the Magic got one with Anthony Black. That's one little silver lining so far this Magic season, even though it hasn't gone the way I wanted it to go. Anthony Black's that guy. I like him. UCLA, no doubt. UCLA is the play for me. Oregon is rat meat. They are terrible. No Shellstad he's out for the season. Biddle's still out. Those are their 2 top scorers. Even when Biddle was in, Oregon was still last. They're terrible. They're awful. Yeah, I like UCLA here. And, UCLA, if they were traveling in a Big Ten country, maybe a different story. But going up to Oregon, they're staying on the West Coast. I think they'll be perfectly fine. I think it's a double-digit point from UCLA, honestly. Magic going to be all right. Need to get healthy. Yeah. What I'm worried about the Magic is, like, all right, so let's say they get healthy and all 5 of those guys are playing. Like, entering the playoffs, they're just not going to have a lot of time played together. They're not going to have that mojo. They're not going to have that chemistry unless these guys get healthy now and stay healthy. So, I don't know, man. They need to get their shit together ASAP. They need to get all 5 of those guys on the court at the same time. You got Anthony Black, Tristan Da Silva coming off the bench. It could be a good team. Eastern Kentucky, interesting. Don't have a play on that one. You rocking with? Hell no, I'm not rocking with Florida State. I mean, I think Florida State's the sharp side. I think FSU is the sharp side today, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Florida State has looked good in their last 2 games, man. Covered against SMU in their last game. Actually kept that one pretty close on the road. That was an impressive performance. The game before that, they went into Miami, beat them outright. FSU is actually playing some solid ball, but the thing about Florida State is when you don't expect them to play good, they play good. When you expect them to play good, when they're favorites, when they should win games, that's when they shit the bed. And tonight's one of those spots at home against Cal, laying 3.5 points. These are the spots Florida State folds. So I don't know, man. I can't trust FSU. I just don't think they're that great. I like Tennessee a lot. Line has moved, making them favor now. Wow. Tennessee's a favor now. That is actually crazy. I kind of lean Tennessee too. That game's a bit tricky. I'm not really too high on Georgia. They played an easy ass non-con schedule. They've done some work in the SEC. Yeah, damn. That line totally flipped. Tennessee is now a favorite. Interesting. I wonder if it's because Tennessee's catching a bunch of money or what? Maybe a little injury. I really don't know why this line flipped. That game kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies, though. I think I'm going to stay away from that one. Yeah, I'm on Georgetown. Yeah, I'm on Georgetown today. Georgetown they're tricky as well because they'll look good and then they'll just blow games. But Georgetown at home, even in their losses, they've looked good at what they just played UConn very close at home. It's still DePaul's still. I don't think DePaul's good, so it would be a Georgetown spot for me. Laying over a bucket with Georgetown, it seems crazy, but I think they're favored like that for a good reason. So I like the Hoyas as well. I would. Hoyas were honestly close to being a premium pick, but then I backed off of it. Georgetown was very close for me to be a premium pick, but I backed off of it. So I do like Georgetown. 15-3 team versus a 8-12 team laying points. Is that the Eastern Kentucky game that you were talking about? Is that the Eastern Kentucky game? What conference is Eastern Kentucky in? So I could look this up. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Eastern Kentucky basketball. Who does Eastern Kentucky play? Is it Austin Peay today? Yeah, 13-6. Damn. Interesting. I don't know, man. I don't have much of a play in that game. I don't think I've taken one Austin Peay or Eastern Kentucky game this season. Sounds like a sharp play, though. Man, Tennessee is ass to me, but scary to fade at the same time. I kind of feel you. You know they could do work. Like they're coming off a win at Alabama. We saw them beat a good Texas A&M team. We saw them smoke Texas. This team has it in their bag, but sometimes they don't. So that's kind of I kind of feel the same way about Tennessee. Washington State? Ugh, I don't know. We could look at that game a little bit more. I love how you guys are just going straight for college basketball. I mean, college basketball is the best. I don't know how you guys feel. College basketball is the best, though. NBA is great and all. College basketball is the freaking best, though. I wish it just lasted 12 months a year. I would be so ecstatic. It's sad, dude. It's crazy. It's about to be February. And then after February, it's March. And then college basketball is over. Like, dude, it's going to be here before we know it. So we got to appreciate these Tuesdays, these Wednesdays, these Saturdays with these stacked college basketball cards because we're going to blink and that shit's going to be gone. Washington State against Seattle. I don't know, man. I mean, similar to what we were talking. I forgot what game were we talking about. Washington. Oh, the Florida State game. Washington State's definitely the sharp side here, laying points, but I don't know if I could do it, man. I don't know if I could do it. I mean, Seattle's been pretty bad on the road this season. Yeah. I mean, Washington State has played a tough little schedule here at St. Mary's versus Gonzaga, at San Francisco. They played at San Diego, and they just beat Pepperdine. I don't know, man. I'd honestly lean Seattle plus the points there. Probably a game I'm not going to touch. Yeah, Georgetown. Yep, I like Georgetown. I was talking about FSU. Dude, yeah, no, I'm fading FSU, man. Texas plus 6.5. Auburn off. Yeah, I feel you. I like Auburn today, though. I made the video on that game. I like Auburn. I don't fade Auburn at home. I don't like fading Auburn at home. And Auburn showed that they're a good team. And yeah, you could look at the letdown spot against Florida, but I think that place is going to be rocking, man. I would lean Auburn there. Look at Boston U. Boston U. Let's see. Who does Boston U play? Let's go. Where's Ivy League? Boston U's not in the Ivy League. What conference is Boston U in? Could have sworn Boston U was in the Ivy League. Oh, against Navy. Yeah, it's a weird one as well. You guys will throw out these like random little ass college basketball games. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know who they play. Yeah, I don't really have a feeling on that one. Houston bounced back today. Oh no, TCU. I'm on TCU. TCU is going to keep that bad boy close, bro. That's what they do. They keep games close. Those boys fight. I mean, if the line was like Houston laying like 4.5, 5.5, maybe, but what, it's at 8.5 right now. Last time I checked, I would be on the Horned Frogs today. That's what the Horned Frogs do, man. That's what the Horned Frogs do. You could look at a little bounce back spot for Houston after that loss against Texas Tech, but 8.5 is just too much. I think Houston wins the game, but I think it's going to be close and competitive. I like TCU. St. John's Butler. Yeah, lean towards St. John's. Butler's been a fine team, but I still think they're a mid-level to lower level Big East team, to be perfectly honest with you. Whereas St. John's, even though they've took some tough losses, I still think they're one of the better teams in the Big East. They haven't been beating teams by margin though. You know, only beat Xavier by 5, only beat Seton Hall by 5, only beat Nova by 7. But at home against Butler, I think it could be a good spot for Seton Hall to smash. Or not Seton Hall, St. John's. There we go. This is the best time of the year for college hoops, no doubt, bro. This is, oh my god, those Saturday cards. It's pure bliss. It's pure bliss. Not my favorite college hoops card. Yeah, the Tuesday cards are typically better than the Wednesdays. Tuesdays are fun. Like the card yesterday, those are great. Where do you think Giannis will be at? Where do you think Giannis will be at this year? Good question. Is there odds for that? Let's see. Odds where Giannis will play. Let's see what the odds makers think. So obviously Milwaukee Bucks went to 110 to minus 220. Knicks. So right now they think Knicks, Heat, Spurs, Rockets. Those are all interesting. I know Giannis did say he wants to be in Florida. I could see him going to the Heat. I could see that. If he goes to the Knicks, that would be crazy. I think the Knicks would run the East for a while if they got Giannis. I mean, that team would be absolutely filthy. Jalen, Giannis, Cat, Bridges, Hart. I mean, they would have too many players. One of those guys would have to get benched. That would be crazy if he went to the Knicks. Spurs would also be wild. Him and Wemby. Oh my God. I mean, whoever gets Giannis, that's going to be a fun little story to watch. I think a lot of teams are worried though, man. I mean, if the Spurs get Giannis, the Western Conference, they're going to be like, fuck. If the Knicks get Giannis, the Eastern Conference is going to be like, fuck. Some teams there's going to be a team that's going to be really damn overpowered very soon. We'll see if it fits though. Pacers. I do like the Pacers today. I do like the Pacers, man. The Pacers have been playing better ball. Say what you want about them, but look who the Pacers have played. They played a gauntlet as of late. Let's pull up this Pacers game. It's actually a pretty good game. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm on the Pacers though. I mean, look at the Pacers' losses, man. They had to go play Detroit, Sixers, Boston, OKC, and then they had that game against Atlanta. Just 5 tough games. Now they're back home, and all these games are on the road, I believe, too. Now they're back home playing a Bulls team who doesn't play a lick of defense. Pacers are starting to get healthy again. I think it's a Pacers spot. I truly do. I think the dogs are barking in some spots. Like I said, I like the Heat. They're a favorite. Why the fuck Georgetown catching small public action when they lost to DePaul earlier? I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people are on Georgetown. I will say that. I think a lot of people are on Georgetown, but I think it's just a good Georgetown spot. I really do. It's a good revenge spot after that loss against DePaul. DePaul can't be trusted on the road. Georgetown has played some very competitive games at home this season. I think even the public knows it's a good Georgetown spot, which is scary. You need to hop on women's college basketball. UConn's been a covering machine. Dude, I know. I mean, I cover so much. Like, I'm so deep into the main sports, NFL, NBA, college basketball, that bringing in women's college basketball, like being locked into all these college basketball teams is a lot. Now I gotta be locked into all the women's college basketball teams. Crazy. Boston's in the American East. There we go, Justin. See, I don't even know some of these damn teams, what conferences they're in. You know what I'm saying? And now I gotta walk into women's basketball, women's college basketball. I mean, there is probably some edges there. You know, I do love the small market sports. But let me know if you got women's college basketball plays, drop them. Drop them. I'll take Boston U for Mitch. Hell yeah. We'll ride with Boston U. Real question, will the Raptors finally beat the Knicks? Yes, they will. I am on the Raptors today. We'll cover this game. I mean, just a horrendous spot for the New York Knicks and just a great spot for the Raptors. I mean, the Raptors on extended rest. These are games where you kind of got to throw everything out the window. You got to throw out past performances. You got to throw out rosters, and you just got to look at the spot. And I mean, the last time the New York or the Raptors have played was on January 25th. They're extremely rested. The Knicks just played last night against the Kings. The Knicks on the road this season, 10 and 12 straight up. Raptors arguably are playing their best ball this season. It has to be the Raptors for me. Hey, those boys, hey, they keep things close. I like the Horned Frogs. I like the Horned Frogs. They keep things close. What's TCU's ATS numbers this season? I'm curious. So yeah, I mean TCU, they're 11-9 ATS, but TCU 6-1 ATS as a dog. Like these are the spots TCU plays well in. When TCU takes a step up in competition, when they play good opponents, they play hard, and those are the teams we like, man. So Lakers, I like the over in that game. I lean Cavs. I made the video on that game as well. I took an over. You know, both these teams have kind of been balling. You know, Donovan Mitchell put up 40 points in his last game. Luka's on back-to-back 40-point games. Both these teams are scoring the ball right now. And we all know the Lakers, their struggles right now is on the defensive side of the ball. No Mobley for the Cavs, so I think the Lakers should have success on the offensive side of the ball as well. I think that's going to be a fun, close, and competitive game. I like an over. If you're looking for a side, I kind of lean the Cavs at home, but we all know the Cavs as a home favorite this season. That just hasn't been paying out. That just hasn't been paying out. But against so the thing about the Cavs is this is a big game, and we've seen the Cavs play well in big games. On Christmas, they played the Knicks, played that game very well. I feel like this is a game against the Lakers that the Cavs actually get up for and really put the pedal to the metal. So, did I say the Lakers? I meant the Cavs. Giannis going to the Warriors, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Raptors, yeah, I'm on the Raptors. What would you say is the safest two-leg for today? Dude, are you asking me to cook up a two-leg square-ass parlay? Because you know damn well I will. I love doing those. Let's see, man. A safe two-leg. See, a lot of the NBA is tricky today. There's not really one play on the NBA card where I'm like 100% that team's going to win. Maybe I like Miami as a leg. Let's look at college basketball for a two-legger. And when you say two-leg, I assume you mean a money line parlay. So I would do UCLA money line as a leg. They're not losing today. UCLA money line, and then let's see. Let's see another one. Could it be Georgetown? No, we can't. That's not safe. Georgetown could. Let's see. UCLA money line. And then I'm kind of feeling Heat money line. I don't know. That's tough. Maybe a UCLA money line, Celtics money line. I'm not mad at that. Hey, Knicks had to go through customs. Raptors got the whole country behind them. You already know. Let's see. Spurs. Rockets is an interesting game. I'm not mad at the Spurs. So I made the video on that game too. I actually went with Houston. I understand why people would like the Spurs in this spot. It's a quick revenge spot for the Spurs. These teams just played, last week. The Spurs actually played well in that game. Houston did have a nice run there at the end to pull out the win. Houston's also on the front end of a back-to-back. They have this game, and then they also play Atlanta in Atlanta tomorrow, so you can look at that. But, dude, you're going to give me Houston only laying 2.5 points at home. This team's 15-3 straight up at home this season. Like, I don't really want to fade the Rockets in Houston. They've only lost 3 games on the road this season. And with the spread this low of 2.5, typically a win gets the job done. If you're betting Rockets laying 2.5, typically a win will get the job done. And you're going to give me that with a team that's 15-3 straight up at home. That's the way I would lean. Tricky game, though. Tricky game. A lot of things could point to the Spurs in this one. No Devin Vassell for the Spurs. Something to think about there. I don't know. I like the Rockets. As much as I like Miami today, watch today's the day Orlando wins. Yeah, I mean that is the NBA for you. Anything can happen. Dude, Miami of Ohio, I mean that's the luckiest team of all time. I mean their last 3 games, I don't know how they keep doing it. They keep winning. I leaned towards Miami of Ohio minus the points yesterday. Obviously that didn't work out for me. But yeah, Miami of Ohio, yeah, they're winning these games, but they can't be trusted to lay big points. And they're gonna lose sometime. They're gonna lose sometime. You like the Magic? Interesting. Interesting. I got a Lakers edge. Lakers are number 6 out of 30 in offensive efficiency. The Cavs against top 5 offense efficient teams are 1-7 ATS and 3-5 straight up and are missing Mobley. Interesting. Interesting. This is a good stat. I think this is my boy Conley. Shout out Conley, man. This dude has these stats. This man knows his data, bro. This is a hell of a stat right here. Interesting. Interesting, man. Like I said, I like the over in that game. Lean towards the Cavs. Interesting stat there, though. Cincinnati on the money line. Are you against Baylor? I don't know. That game's weird. Both those teams, it's tough to get a read on. I mean, Cincinnati at home has been they've been much better at home this season. But I don't know. That price with Cincinnati, I don't know. Yeah, I like Auburn today. UCLA and Colorado Avalanche. See, there's another leg we could talk about. A little hockey leg. Minus 145 against Ottawa. Interesting. Avalanche really haven't been as dominant as they were in the beginning of the season, but that's an interesting look there. I like Iowa. They go stupid, dumb, and crazy at home, at the crib. I kind of like USC. USC's actually been playing some good ball. I just think that spread's a little bit too big. I know Iowa's a tough place to play. I kind of lean USC in that one, though. The Bonnies, ooh, interesting. I faded the Bonnies in their last game against St. Louis, and St. Louis absolutely aired them out. I don't know how I feel about the Bonnies this season. Duccanees winning. Okay. Duquesne. Florida, Iowa, Auburn, UCLA. A little 4-legger. Guessing a little money line parlay. Interesting. I think all 4 of those teams win. Like I said, I think USC covers. They probably don't win that game. I think they cover. But an interesting little 4-leg though. Magic +4. Is that thing up to 4? Miami +7 of Ohio +700 to go undefeated. I mean, I think let's see Miami of Ohio's schedule. Miami of Ohio basketball schedule. Let's see who else they play, man. What the hell is this? They only brought up the Ohio games. Come on, Google, log in. Magic have better scores. They should. They do when you look at them on paper, but that doesn't always translate. Do I like the Pacers or the Raptors more? Probably the Pacers, honestly. Probably the Pacers. I actually really like the Pacers today. I think this is the ultimate buy low spot on the Pacers. And if you guys don't remember, I took the Bulls in their last game against the Lakers. I mean, that was a shit pick. Lakers went out there and balled out. And the thing about the Bulls, I'll ride the Bulls until their winning streak ends. They're streaky. They're either on or they're off. So they lost a game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulls lose a couple more in a row here. Grizzlies, that one's tough. I want to take the Hornets. It seems too easy, though. I'm staying off this game. Hornets, Grizzlies. I almost got on the Hornets, but I'm staying away from that one. Something's fishy about that game, man. Something's fishy. Also, the Hornets do play tomorrow. The Hornets play the Mavericks tomorrow. The Grizzlies also play someone tomorrow, too. Who did the Grizzlies play? I forgot. I think the Grizzlies play tomorrow. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, the Hornets are on the front end of a back-to-back, and the Grizzlies don't play tomorrow. So yeah, it's just a weird spot for the Hornets. I don't know if I love the Hornets today. But I don't really want to take the Grizzlies either. Weird game. I'm probably one of those few who follow PWHL. Take the Minnesota Frost money line. PWHL. Is that some hockey league? Let me know what that is. Will you? Oh yeah, we will have some UFC plays. Did you guys cash in with that UFC parlay I gave out on 7 free picks in just 5 minutes last week? It was Sean O'Malley and that guy who fought. It was the first fight of the card. But that shit cashed. That Sean O'Malley leg was sketchy though. I honestly didn't know if he won that fight. Now looking back at it, I think he did win round 1 and then obviously won round 3. So I think it was a good decision, but that shit was sketchy. It's important to note the last time the Spurs played Houston, Wemby shot 5 for 21 and only had 14 points. They only lost by 5 on the road. I think Wemby bounces back today. We'll see. Good point there. Good point there. It's kind of hard to see Wemby shooting that bad again, and the fact that he shot that bad and they only lost by 5. There's definitely some validity in that. I don't have a bet in that game. I mean, I'm not betting this one. It's an interesting game, but like I said, you're gonna give me 2.5 with the Houston Rockets, who are 15-3 straight up at home. I just don't want to fade that team in Houston. I just don't. My fave play is the Flyers on the money line. Okay. I think I'm fading the Flyers. Yeah, I am. I'm on the Blue Jackets. I gave that pick out on 7 and 5. We'll see how it goes. Volkanovski going to lose Saturday. That line keeps dropping, and he smashed Lopez already. I kind of like Lopez as well. What's that line looking like? Yeah, Diego Lopez at plus 125. I'm kind of feeling that way too. Does the Pacers winning both previous matchups versus the Bulls scare you because they have plus money? If it was minus, I would be all over the Pacers. No, it doesn't really scare me. It doesn't. I mean, I expect the Pacers to be an underdog in the spot. I mean, the Pacers have been dog shit this season. They have. I mean, this team's 11-36 straight up. Like, it's understandable why the Pacers are 2.5-point dogs in this game. If anything, you would expect the Pacers to be more of a dog. The Bulls are 500. They're 23-23. The Pacers are 11. They only have 11 wins this season. I wouldn't see a world where the Pacers would be favorites in this game anyway. Wisconsin versus Minnesota. Lean towards Wisconsin. Minnesota at home's a wagon. We could trust Minnesota at home, but on the road, I think it's a good spot for Wisconsin. It's a good smash spot. There's a reason that line's so high. Professional Women's Hockey League. Tim, are you tapped into the Professional Women's Hockey League? You guys are freaking dialed. I will say that, man. You guys are talking about women's college basketball, Professional Women's Hockey League. You guys are freaking dialed, bro. I respect that. Yeah, I'm not tapped into the PWHL. I'm not. Do they have those odds everywhere? Like DraftKings fan, like all the. I didn't even know they had odds for that shit, to be honest with you. I didn't even know that was a thing. Cavs or Lakers. I like the over in that game. My boy Conley dropped a nice stat here, though. He likes the Lakers. Very interesting stat there. So do what you want with it. Like I said, I like the over. Lean Cavs. Not enough to bet the Cavs though. UNI plus 1.5. You like USC plus 10.5. I like USC as well. What's going on, Maddie? How are we doing, brother? Hope you are doing well, man. Glad you're here. Sean looked pretty bad. I had a 2-1 song, really. I mean, it's how you judge that first round. O'Malley obviously won the third, lost the second. It's how you judge the first round. Yeah, Song Yadong had a takedown there, but he didn't do shit with it. And I think the judges are a little bit smarter these days. If you take someone on the ground and you don't cause any damage or really do anything, it's like, cool, you got a takedown. How much stock could you put in it? I think on this, when it comes to the stand-up side of things, I think Sean O'Malley was kind of sniping him. There wasn't a lot of volume there for Sugar, but I think he was sniping them enough to get the first round. Oakland money line. Okay. I was looking at that game a little bit against PFW Changs. Line tells you to take Oakland there. That's for sure. Volunteers. I lean towards Tennessee too. Yeah, dude. Dude. Women's Professional Hockey League. You are dialed, my boy. I know you're gonna laugh, but any opinions for the Army game at 6 p.m.? Is that man? Who the fuck does Army play? Lehigh. No opinions, Alex. I'm not gonna come on here and act like I have a good handicap on that game. I mean, we could break it down. Should I open up the Ken Palm? Do you really want to know about this Army Lehigh game? We could open up the Ken Palm and kind of do a little bit of a handicap here. Let's check it out. I'm down. I got time today. Let's check it out. Let's check out Army Lehigh. So Lehigh 1.5 favorite here. Oh man. I mean, Army is some shit. So is Lehigh though. But look at these defensive numbers from Army. I mean, this is bad. Army, according to Ken Palm, ranks 356 in the country when it comes to a defensive perspective. That's terrible. Army, one of the smallest teams in the country, they rank 350th when it comes to average height. Lehigh ranks 309th in that category, so not too much of a difference. Let's check out some strength of schedules for both these teams. This one's freaking disgusting, though, man. This one is nasty. Army ranks 322nd in the nation when it comes to strength of schedule. Lehigh ranks 337th. I mean, what do you feel, Alex? What do you feel in this one, brother? I mean, I don't know. This is a shit game if you ask me. Army has lost 6 of their last 7. Lehigh's won 5 of their last 6. Give me freaking Lehigh. Give me Lehigh. The numbers are telling me to take Lehigh in that one. FanDuel, I don't think you could bet PWHL in every state. Hey, Tim. I don't know if I'm gonna tap into the PWHL. I don't know if I could do it. What do you think that Pacers line is low to most of the public? Is that what you're asking? I would think so. I think most of the public would see those teams' records, see the Bulls have 23 wins, see the Pacers have 11 wins, and they would probably hit that Bulls -2.5 button. They would also see the Pacers' last 5 games were all losses, but if you dig in a little bit deeper, all those losses were on the road and they were against good teams. So, yeah, I think the public would think that line is pretty low if you ask me. The Australian Open is getting spicy, especially on the men's side. Top 4 seeds are left in the tourney. Yeah, bro. I saw. I mean, I said this on Monday show. I was pretty tapped into the Australian Open, and I literally just stopped watching it. I've been watching the highlights on Twitter. What's the play, man? If you got any Australian Open plays, drop them. O'Malley, a real sniper. Catch my +400. Yeah, that boy snipes. And some of the, like I said, he's not a guy who has a bunch of volume a lot of the time. He's usually standing on the outside, just sniping you with T kicks. Yeah, he's a sniper, man. He's a sniper. He's not a submachine gun. He's not a UMP 45. Shout out Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, best video game of all time. He's not a UMP 45. That means an intervention. That means a Barrett. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys play Modern Warfare 2? That was the shit, bro. I don't play video games anymore. But when I was growing up, MW2, oh my God, I didn't think there could be anything better, and I still don't think there's anything better. The only game that made me feel like Modern Warfare 2 was when Fortnite originally came out. I was in college, and that was pretty cool. And then no other video game has hit since. I'm a FIFA guy though. I like playing FIFA. Florida State and Cal. I like Cal. I like Cal. Florida State's the sharp side. Don't get me wrong. The line tells you to take Florida State. I don't give a shit. I'm on the Golden Bears. Mississippi State. I don't think LSU should be laying that many points. 2 teams I don't really want to get involved with though. If I had to bet it though, Mississippi State plus the points. I just think it's too much. Take a look at Denver basketball to the over this year. It's been automatic. Okay. Or Denver basketball. For some reason thought you were talking about the Nuggets. Obviously, you're talking about the college. Interesting. Is that the play today? DU over? My neck kind of hurt. What do you think about the San Francisco game? Was it San Francisco, Santa Clara? Ooh, probably Santa Clara at home. They should probably pick up a double-digit point win there. You like Army? Yeah, fair. That's a shit game. That is a shit game, Alex. Austin P laying 2.5 on the road against Eastern Kentucky. So someone in the comments earlier on the show said Eastern Kentucky. So I don't know. Do what you want. Alcaraz wins it all. Okay. I wonder what the odds are on that. Bro, I got Novak at +250 right before his opponent retired. Easiest. Damn, let's go. Let's fire. Oh, dude. Bro, dude, there was nothing like it. Like, yeah, the Black Ops 1 was fun. Black Ops 2 was pretty cool, but there was nothing like that MW2, bro. Terminal, Rust, Wasteland, High Rise. I mean, the favela, bro. That shit was next level, bro. Knicks money line. Nah, I'm on the Raptors. Alcaraz to win it all. Austin P public. Eastern Kentucky may be the sharp play there. Mississippi Valley State. That's an insane parlay. COD 4 came close. Yeah, that was like the OG one, right? That was like the good one before MW2, I believe. Yeah, that one was fun too. Let's check out another NBA game. Yeah, I like Madden. I like Madden. I would play Madden, FIFA, 2K like all throughout college, and I'm a very competitive guy. So in Madden, I would like just YouTube. I would like watch YouTube videos like what are the cheat plays, what are the plays that work. Like I would just do my research and then just fuck up my friends. And I was a guy who never had a game system. I was just that dude who would come over to your crib, get on the sticks, and do work. But when I was at the crib, I was studying. That's what they didn't know. I didn't have my own system, so I wasn't like playing and shit. But I was at the crib watching YouTube videos, studying. Like I was that guy, and then I would come over and I would run these cheap plays on them, and they would get pissed. Yeah, I was one of those motherfuckers. I was a try hard ass motherfucker, and I still am. I still am. Yeah, Madden's the shit, man. Back in the Maddens, you would just run the what's the play where the two guys just cross like a mesh? I would just run that shit with a running quarterback. If my guys weren't open, I would just run with Lamar and I would just fucking dominate. Hat bet Alex Center is cramping all over the place. Ooh, dude, I'm looking at these Australian Open lines. Is the final like this weekend? Could you guys give me like so? Did someone say we're in the final four of the Australian Open? Is there only 4 guys left? Is that true? Let's see these fucking odds, man. Let's bring up the Australian Open odds. Oh my god, yes, it is these 4. Holy shit. Yeah, wow. Guys, all right. So we got Carlos Alcaraz and Sasha, and then Djokovic and Sinner. Wow, what a final 4. Do any of these dogs win? The Sasha or Djokovic, do they have a shot winning these matches? Let me know. Minus 1,000. This is insane. These odds are insane. So basically, it's going to be Alcaraz Sinner once again. Do either of these dogs have a chance? Let's see the women's side. Okay. Interesting. Some of these names I'm not familiar with. Of course, I know Sabalenka, but interesting. Texas Rangers to win the AL East. Are we talking about baseball, Justin? It's January and we're talking about baseball? Nah. So for me, baseball, I'm always excited for baseball to come back. And then once we're in the middle of summer, once we're in like late July, I'm like, fucking give me college football now. I'm like, give me college football right now. Cavaliers laying 2.5. I lean that way. Could be the Lakers, though. I like going over. Jessica Pagula, money line. Ooh, interesting. Not much value on the men's side. Jessica's been playing out of her mind. Also, Sinner's winning for sure. Are these games today? They're both tomorrow. Damn, there's no Australian Open today? Oh, I think those matches were tonight or in the morning or something, right? Alcaraz is my favorite, but I might put 5 on 20-1. That's left. I always take Alcaraz over Sinner. I'm an Alcaraz guy, too. Man. That dude just glides on the court. It's the semis. Florida lane 3.5. Yeah, I like Florida much better at 10.5. 13.5. That thing has caught so much juice. I actually don't think there's much value with the 13.5 now, to be honest with you. Aussie Open, awesome to bet because you make money while you sleep. Yeah, or you lose money. You know what I'm saying? I've bet on some of those little 1 a.m., 3 a.m. tennis matches. You wake up and you either start your day off in a great way or you're fucking pissed. Can we all admit that St. Louis isn't that good after last night? Or George? Yeah, I mean, St. Louis is good. I mean, Georgetown's good too, though. George Washington's good too, though. I was on George Washington. No shot they win. Fair. So it looks like it's going to be an Alcaraz Sinner final. Joker was down 2 sets last night and his opponent quit. Oh, so he's lucky to even be in there. Okay, fair. Nah, it's always Sinner, Alcaraz. Yeah. It's kind of like we're in like Federer, fucking Nadal days. I was always a Nadal guy. I don't know about you. It was Federer, which I think was always anyone who was a big fan of Federer. I think that was the square play. I think Nadal, the guys who like Nadal, those were the sharps. I was a Nadal guy, and then Djokovic came in and started running shit. Yeah, I read every comment, bro. Yeah, this is like this show. It's like I like go through games, but really I just like to talk to you guys, honestly. Like, cause yeah, I could come here and yap about the games and shit, but like you guys probably have heard all these. Like, I've done a video on all these games. You may have watched the morning show, like, you know. But we still talk about games. Fave CBB. Sasha has a better chance of upsetting Alcaraz than Djokovic has of beating Sinner. I feel that. Let's see. I feel like we talked about pretty much every NBA game. Let's do a recap. I like the Pacers. I like the over in Lakers Cavaliers. I like the Miami Heat. I like the Toronto Raptors. Hawks Celtics. Don't love that game. Both teams, or actually the Hawks are on the front end of a back-to-back. Maybe a lean towards the Celtics there. Grizzlies Hornets. That game scares the shit out of me. Lean towards the Hornets -2.5. I like the under in Timberwolves Mavericks. I like the under in this game. The total opened up at 230. There we go. 232.5. I gave that pick out on 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. It's dropped down 4 points on the total. So now not much value on that under. But I still like the under in that one. Warriors Jazz. I'm not touching that shit. Maybe a lean towards the Jazz +9.5, and then a lean towards the Rockets. Before I get out of bed every morning, I look at my phone to see if my overnight bet's hit. You're a real one, Tim. You're locked in. How does it feel to be the only one that didn't fade Nebraska yesterday? It feels pretty damn good. It does. I mean, bro, I was like getting roasted in the comments too. I made a video on that game. I wasn't getting roasted. A lot of people did like Nebraska too. But it did feel good, man. It did feel good. You know, sometimes I'm on the other end of those. So it feels good. I'm on the show tomorrow with Brian Biller. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that game. I'm gonna have to talk to Mr. Brian Biller about that game. That's for damn sure. Favorite underdog of the day. Let's hear it, Brad. Any sport. I mean, I like the Pacers. Let's see if there's any other ones. I like the Pacers. Like I said, I kind of like the Jazz. Not really, though. I don't want to give you guys that bullshit. Let me see some college basketball underdogs. Mississippi Valley State? Nah, I'm just playing. I like Mississippi State as a dog. Cal. I like the Cal Golden Bears as a dog. And I like USC as a dog. And like I said, these are all spreads. I'm not taking freaking USC to win the damn game, but you know. Damn. Chat, bet Mississippi Valley State. Justin, weren't you the one on Southern? Justin, weren't you on the one on Southern, my boy? Are you finagling some shit right here? I thought you were on Southern first half. Are you finagling some shit right here? South Florida versus Tulane. Don't really have a feel in that game. Thanks, Brad. No problem, Alex. Can you give a woodshed parlay? All right, here I'm gonna do a parlay. Let's go Toronto money line. Let's go Heat money line. Toronto money line, Heat money line, UCLA money line. And I think that's a good 3-teamer. Right there. I knew it. Yeah. Southern -11.5. I'm not it. The way you made it sounds good. The fact that Mississippi State hasn't played in Mississippi Valley State hasn't played in forever. Like, you made some good points there. I'm not mad at that 11.5. Let's see. Vols, Georgia, lean Vols. If you need a woodshed parlay, you should be asking Jay. Yeah, Jay's the woodshed parlay guy. No doubt. All right, so we covered all the NBA. I gave you guys some hockey. I think the show might be coming to a wraps here. What do I have for today, man? I finished my videos already. This morning. So make it a little workout in. What should I eat, bro? Should I eat some should I just get the Chipotle? I need to go grocery shopping. Should I just root the Chipotle? Huh. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it, man. I kind of want to keep chatting with you guys. It's just, I mean, I think I've done my job here. I think I did all the games. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I mean, we could look at maybe the Super Bowl. I mean, do we really even want to look at the Super Bowl? How were you on in Brad? Yes, I was on. No, I was on Purdue. The other way around. Maddie from the Bean. I was on freaking Purdue, bro. That shit sucked. Groceries. Kava's better. Yeah, Kava is better. That shit's like 20 minutes away from where I stay, though. I live like in the city, kind of next to Coors Field. All the Kavas are kind of in the burbs, honestly. How did I join PickDawgz? In college, I had a MMA podcast. It was called Fightcast MMA. I would interview fighters. I would post content on social media. Me and my friend Payne, we reached out to Mitch and said, hey, we noticed you didn't have MMA content. We would be interested in doing a show for you. Me and Payne did the MMA show for a while. Didn't really work out with Payne. And then I stayed on and then I was still handicapping all sports. So I just kind of transitioned to all sports. I was a guy, I've been with PickDawgz since like 2020, late 2020. So I've been on the roster for a while. I didn't do too much. Like I still did some MMA content. I did like a parlay video. I did the Nerfy Yerfy videos. And then I started writing some articles and I just kind of built my way up through the company. But it all started with the MMA content. And now, like honestly, the UFC plays, I still follow the UFC, not as much as I did back in the day. I mean, I used to watch every single fight, knew all the fighters. These days I'll watch the big cards, but the fight nights, the little cards these days, they're just, I don't know why. I just really haven't been that appealed. They haven't been that appealing to me. I think the UFC was better back in the day, to be perfectly honest with you, but I still follow it. What was that 3-teamer? It was the Miami Heat, it was the Toronto Raptors, and it was the UCLA Bruins, all on the money line. Raptors, UCLA, Heat. What's up with soccer? Dude, I can't. I'm cursed. I can't pick a soccer winner to save my life. If you guys have soccer plays, drop them. Stars will beat the Avs in the playoffs. I hope not. I mean, I live in Colorado, so I like the Avs to do well. Yeah, it was Brian. Brian did pick Indiana, that bastard. Shout out Brian Biller, though. Cavs or Lakers? Cavs. Hell yeah. Shout out Mitch, man. He gave me the opportunity. He's a real one. Shout out Mitch. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this, man. You can check out my best bets over at PickDawgz Premium. I played the days in college basketball, and then I have a 3-pack as well. But hey, I'll catch you guys on the next one, probably Monday. I'm thinking about doing these more often. It's just I don't want to burn myself out. But most likely I'll see you guys Monday. It's been real. It's been a good show. Thank you all.